Well, hi there. I'm your host, Nas, IELTS accredited, CELTA certified, and today I'm here to help you with your IELTS speaking test preparation. Have you ever gotten a question in the IELTS test, speaking test, a task topic that you just thought, oh my gosh, why? Why me? Well, the topic that we're going to cover today might elicit the same reaction from you. Why? Because it's a tricky one. And that's what I'd like to do in this series, to tackle the tricky questions. Because, hey, the easy ones are, well, easy. You can do those on your own. So, what are we doing today? Let's dive right in. Today, we're going to dive into a fascinating journey through history while mastering your English skills at the same time. Impossible? Not really. You are in luck because in today's video, we'll take a deep dive into how to create the perfect answer for a historical period question in the IELTS speaking test. I know most of my students just roll their eyes, or they get really anxious, or they just wonder, what have I done wrong that I'm being punished in this way? But hey, before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. That way you will stay tuned for all our upcoming videos packed with tips, tricks, and current topics. Okay, back to business. So picture this, you're in the IELTS speaking test and suddenly you're asked to talk about a historical period that fascinates you. Sounds daunting, right? Don't sweat it. I've got your back. In this video, and with the model answer, band 8, band 9, you be the judge, comment and let me know. I will walk you through step by step how to structure your answer, which key points to include, and how to make your response stand out to examiners. We're going to cover vocabulary, idiomatic language, and we're also going to guide you on how to create your answers. Grab a comfy seat, your favorite notebook. Get ready to soak up all the secrets on how to tackle the historical period question like a pro. Now, a video follows, and I would like you to pay careful attention to the vocabulary. Jot down the vocabulary because that's going to help boost your lexical resource score. Are you ready to unlock the key to IELTS success with me?
Have you ever pondered over a historical era you'd feel thrilled to delve into? Imagine the richness of the Renaissance, the grandeur of the Roman Empire, or the mystery of the Middle Ages. Now picture yourself articulating your fascination in a succinct 2-minute response for an English-speaking test question. Intriguing, isn't it? Today we're going to explore exactly that. How to craft a compelling 2-minute response to the question, describe a historical period you would like to know more about. We'll be using a host of B2C1 vocabulary and idioms, those linguistic gems that can truly make your answer shine and give it that extra edge. This isn't just about acing a test question, it's about painting a vivid picture with your words, about capturing the essence of a time long gone, and about making history come alive in the listener's mind. Getting the knack of this skill will not only boost your test scores, but also enrich your understanding of history. To frame an impressive response, you need to have a firm grasp on some essential B2C1 vocabulary and idioms. Let's dive straight in. Our first word is enlightening. It means providing insight, knowledge, or spiritual illumination. For instance, studying the Renaissance period has been an enlightening experience. Next, we have intriguing, a beautiful word to express something that arouses one's curiosity or interest. For example, the political dynamics of the Renaissance period are intriguing. Moving on, profound is another fantastic word to showcase your language proficiency. It means very great or intense, often in a way that's thoughtful. You could say, the Renaissance had a profound impact on modern culture. Let's not forget the word pivotal. It signifies something crucial that has significant effects. For instance, the invention of the printing press was a pivotal moment during the Renaissance. Now, onto the idioms. In the limelight refers to being the center of attention. You can use it to explain how a historical figure was prominent during a certain period. For instance, Leonardo da Vinci was constantly in the limelight during the Renaissance. The idiom "turn the tide" means to cause a complete reversal of the situation. It's perfect to describe a significant change or event in history. For example, the discovery of perspective in art truly turned the tide during the Renaissance. Lastly, the tip of the iceberg is a fantastic idiom to express that there is much more to a situation than meets the eye. For instance, the artworks of the Renaissance are just the tip of the iceberg of this fascinating era. Remember, the key to using these words and idioms effectively is practice. Incorporate them into your daily language usage to get comfortable with their meanings and context. With these vocabulary and idioms in your arsenal, you are well equipped to create a compelling response. Now let's venture into the process of creating your 2-minute response. Imagine you're crafting a mini-story, a journey through time with your listener. Start by setting the scene. Introduce the historical period you're keen to explore. For instance, you might say the Renaissance, a vibrant period of history that spanned the 14th to the 17th century, has always intrigued me. Next, paint a picture of the era using the B2C1 vocabulary and idioms we've discussed. You might describe the Renaissance as a veritable explosion of creativity, or talk about how it was a time when society was in flux. Now weave in some key facts to demonstrate your knowledge. You could mention how the Renaissance saw the birth of humanism, or how it sparked a rebirth of art and science. Remember to use your words to create a vivid, engaging picture. At this point, it's time to delve into why you're interested in the period. You might say, "I'm drawn to the Renaissance because it was a time of great change and innovation, a period when the old world was giving way to the new." Next, express your curiosity. Perhaps you're eager to understand how such a transformative era could emerge from the Middle Ages. Or maybe you're fascinated by the lives of Renaissance figures like Leonardo da Vinci or Michelangelo. Now, start to wrap up your response. Reiterate your fascination with the period and express a desire to learn more. For example, "The more I learn about the Renaissance, the more captivated I become. I yearn to delve deeper into this rich and complex period." Lastly, end with an engaging question or thought-provoking statement that leaves your listener wanting to learn more, too. You might say, "Who wouldn't want to explore an era that reshaped our world and continues to influence us today?" Remember, clarity and fluency are your best allies in this task. To give you a clearer picture, here's a sample response about the Renaissance. Imagine this. You're asked to describe a historical period you're intrigued by, and you choose the Renaissance. Here's how your answer could unfold. "The historical period that fascinates me is the Renaissance, a vibrant era of rebirth and enlightenment. This epoch, spanning from the 14th to the 17th century, was a crucible of innovation and a beacon of human spirit. It marked a radical departure from the Middle Ages, characterized by a resurgence of interest in classical learning and values. During the Renaissance, Europe bore witness to a dramatic transformation in art, literature, and science. It was the birthplace of illustrious luminaries such as Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, who left an indelible imprint on the world with their masterpieces. Their work reflected the epoch's ethos of humanism, emphasizing the potential and achievements of individuals. Moreover, the Renaissance was a melting pot of ideas, fostering a spirit of intellectual curiosity and critical thinking. It was during this time that the scientific method was conceived, revolutionizing our approach to understanding the natural world. There's much I yearn to discover about the Renaissance. I'm particularly interested in delving deeper into the social dynamics of the period, exploring how this cultural rebirth impacted everyday people and their lives. Listen to it, understand it, and then strive to create your own unique response. So, are you ready to transport your examiner to a historical era of your choice? We've covered the necessary B2C1 vocabulary and idioms and explored how to weave them into a captivating response. Our journey into the Renaissance served as a shining example. Now it's your turn. Practice crafting your own responses, and remember, perfection comes with practice. Remember, every historical era has its own charm. All you need to do is paint a vivid picture with your words.